Welcome. This is Alicia Acefa. I'm the CEO of SOMAmetrics, and this is our second lesson in the Sales Optimization Training Series of SOMAmetrics. This lesson is about mapping your lead qualification process into your CRM. To start, I'd like to just review a little bit about our background. SOMAmetrics is a consulting practice. We've helped over 100 software and SaaS companies to improve their sales and marketing processes. Our mantra is numbers matter because that's what we believe. And we help companies who are willing to adopt proven sales best practices. So in our last lesson, lesson number 1, we talked about the 4 funnels math. And we talked about how you need to have a robust demand generation engine of a different marketing mix of, let's say, social media, email campaigns, maybe surveys, content syndication, to generate leads for your sales organization so that you can get the revenue that you would like at the end of the funnel here. So at the beginning, you have to have a lot of impressions, and we talked about that being a number of touches. MQLs are the marketing qualified leads. These are people who have raised their hand after you send out the impressions and are interested in finding out more about your product or solution. And then we have the sales qualified leads. These are the leads that are actually qualified by typically a telemarketing organization, and these lead to the sales funnel, which of those close and become deals for your company. So why customize your CRM? So here's the challenge. Typically, your telemarketing organization is the first team to actually touch your prospect from a human perspective. This is the first human contact that your prospect will have with your company. And as they gather information to qualify the leads, you want to make sure that you're capturing that information that's being gathered somewhere. Most companies, and of the 100 companies that we worked with, I would say 90% of the companies did not enable the easy capture of market intelligence. What they typically did was they let their telemarketers put the information in the notes field. And that's fine. However, you can't do any reporting in the notes field typically, and not all notes are created equally. Not everyone is good at note-taking. So at the end of the day, what happens is a lot of market intelligence is lost in that notes field. It's not gathered properly, and you don't have the intelligence to actually help your marketing department improve the demand generation and campaign programs that they're doing to support the sales organization. So at a minimum, you need to map your lead qualification process into your sales CRM. So what does the lead qualification process look like? That includes key questions that you use to qualify your prospects. Every solution, every product has a different series of qualifying questions that are important to gather to support your sales organization. So you need to capture those in your CRM. The disposition of each lead. So while a telemarketer is working with leads, they're typically not going to turn a lead over until they've touched that lead about 3 to 5 times. And so during those touches, you want to track things like key conversations or whether or not they're still being pursued and the never contacted. So those are the dispositions that you want to put into your MQL status within your CRM. You also want to track the number of times a lead is touched before a teleprospector abandons it. First of all, you want to build some touch rules, which we talk about in our white paper on this subject. And the touch rules help you to establish a rigor so that your prospects are not feeling as if they're being stalked by your telemarketing team. You want to also understand what the next step is. Once you have a qualified lead, what needs to happen next? And you want to make sure there's a place to capture that information. And finally, you want to QA each and every lead before it is turned over to sales. And you also want to give your sales organization an opportunity to approve or reject the leads on the fly. So the lead qualification questions are here. These are generic questions about need, authority, decision maker, budget, time frame, the decision process, and whether or not the prospect really understands your solution. So you want to build custom questions that map to these criteria here to ensure that you're capturing the intelligence that will support your sales team. And finally, you want to make sure that when you have a qualified lead, that you build a workflow into the CRM that enables management to be triggered when a lead is ready to be turned over to the sales organization. This ensures that the quality of the lead is checked before you pass it off to sales. You don't want to give sales a lot of junk. They get really frustrated when they don't get really quality leads. So you want to make sure that, that you check each lead before it's turned over. When a lead is checked this way, you can give your teleprospectors instant feedback on whether or not you, as a manager, believes this lead is good or not so good. They've received instant feedback. Then you can also track the effectiveness of your team and the marketing programs. If your team is generating a lot of poor leads, poor quality leads, then there might be something with the team. Maybe they need some more training. Maybe you need to improve your lead qualification process and the criteria. Or maybe the leads from marketing aren't as good, and you may need to improve those campaigns. And then you also want to give your sales organization an opportunity to verify that the lead is quality, that they will accept the lead, and the lead is going to be in their funnel. So finally, at the end of the day, you need to make sure that your CRM has the lead qualification and the lead qualification criteria mapped within it so that you can effectively manage your lead qualification process. We have additional information on our download section at www.somametrics.com. I'm Alicia Acefa, CEO of SOMAmetrics. Call me anytime if you have a question. My number is 510-206-9263, or email me at alicia@somametrics.com. Thank you.